everybody, so I'm back for another video. This is a requested video. I've had a lot of questions about this particular bag, and so it's been a year and I just had a request about wear and tear because they're thinking about ordering it, and so I thought, you know what, this is a good time to go ahead and do a review on this bag, a little bit about my thoughts. Do I regret it? How's the wear and tear? Things like that, and a little bit of what I'm carrying in it. So anyway, like a what's in my bag thing. So anyways, I don't know, I feel kind of funny because I'm having an off-the-shoulder shirt today. It's usually up here, but Jameson, every time I pick her from school and if I'm wearing a shirt like this, she's like, Mom, come on, be sexy, Mom. Pull it down. So I don't know. So today I thought I would experiment and be like a little more revealing, I guess, than I'm used to. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the bag that I'm talking about. This is the Mon Monogram Louis Vuitton GM size, and I typically wear it with it cinched in just at the top. It just makes it more manageable, but without completely putting it in. Anyway, so that's the bag, and if I wear it, it looks like, let's see, get back a little bit for you. Looks like that. See it from the back. But yeah, so that's how it looks when I'm wearing it. And as you can see, as I'm wearing it, I mean, if I'm wearing it like this or down here, my arm, it is constantly rubbing against the paint. And then as far as, you know, my body also, you know, as I'm walking along, it's going to be brushing along constantly. So I want to look over that today and see if there's any color transfer, chipping, anything like that. So before I get into that, I wanted to talk to you about a question was, do you have any regrets about purchasing this bag and not just getting the plain one? The answer is definite no. I feel like the regular Neverfull, you know, you see it everywhere. I mean, you just walk outside and you see it. And this is just such a fun way of personalizing it, making it unique, making it your own, because there's so many things you can do to it. You can, I picked the most loud way you could go. I mean, I picked the big letters with the initials, with the dots, the big stripes. You can also, you know, shrink it down to the little letters, little stripes if you want it to be a little more subtle. And the MM size, you can only do the small lettering and so forth, but that's, you know, they want it in proportion with the bag because it is smaller. So the GM, you get the option. And I had a question, is this normal or is this right that they didn't put a dot after the M? And the answer is yes. They only put the initials after the first two letters. But again, you can get them without the dots if you'd like, or with. So I just think it looks more complete with the dots. You know, and some people say if you just use two initials, don't do a dot. So, you know, there's all these kind of opinions. But basically it's what you want to do, what you're more comfortable with. And the great thing about it is kind of neat to think about the fact that it's like you're hiring these artisans, these French artisans, to design a bag for you from scratch based on your designs. And so when you think of it that way, which I mean, literally that's what it is, it's pretty cool. And that being said, the great thing is also that it's made in France, so that's always an extra bonus. So anyways, let me show you a little bit about what I have inside the bag. You know, just what I just kind of threw in some things that I would randomly carry when I'm carrying this bag. So I always use an organizer in it. I don't know how this switched out. Usually I have the Speedy 30 Samorga organizer in here, but now I'm just looking at it and I have the purse bling one. So I must have exchanged it around, I don't know, at some point. But anyways, so if I take some things out, you know, I typically have my Pouchette in here, and because then I can use this to carry it later on if I just want a little bag to carry, not the whole bag. And I would have things in there like, you know, my passport holder, which I don't really use as a passport holder. I would use it for random things because there's card slots and things in there. And then I have this little guy here. I got this from Henry Bendel. It was like a free thing and they gave you a coupon or something. So I just purchased this and it's just cute. It can just hold my cards. So it's cute. It holds about 6 cards and it's just something really nice to, you know, if you just want to, you know, just pop it into something easily. So it can even fit in the little card slot there if you want your cards kind of not just loose but actually in something in your little slip pocket. So I have that I use. And then let's see, I just have my I always get asked what brand this is. It's La Rige, if you can see that there, and that's just, you know, like a pen holder. And then I have my just some car keys that I have the just a cute little like pink thing that comes with it, a little cover on it. I have this. I just always in a GM size it gives you that room, you know, to throw in like just like a little sweater. And this is just kind of a cute cardigan thing, but it's got like some faux leather around the tips, and so it's just, and has sleeves and everything. So anyway, it's cute just to kind of very lightweight and just have thrown in there in case it gets chilly somewhere that you're at. What else? I have my L&M. I always keep something in case I want to have some kind of jewelry piece. And I love things like chokers. You know, so this is one of her, what is this? This is her lasso neck, and this is the one in silver. I also have the gunmetal one, but you know, it's very cute. And you can have it lower or pop it up higher like a real choker. And then, you know, you just kind of plop it down and there you go. You know, so anyways, so that's cute. And she gives you these nice little dust bags that you can just keep in, you know, nice and safe. And this is the Samorga organizer. No, it's not the Samorga. Like I said, this is the purse bling. I don't know why my Samorga must be in something else right now. And this fits nicely because you can button the sides to cinch it up. And I know someone's going to ask me what size this is. Honestly, I can't remember. I mean, if someone wants to know, I'm just trying to see if there's a size in here, but I don't see anything. If someone wants to know, it's the Purse Bling Executive, and I think it's the larger of the 2 sizes. But if someone wants to know, I can look it up if you need me to look it up. Okay, but anyway, so let's talk more about this phenomenal bag, okay? So I chose the colors, because I know someone's going to ask, the blue clair and the fuchsia. And the fuchsia is more of a, almost like a reddish hue. It's not so pink that, you know, you might think it's like really super pink. Trying to show you a comparison between something that's really pink. Okay, so I found this. This is one of those little pink puffball things for your purse. And this one is really, really pink. Oh, and the funny thing about my nails, they are like a bright fluorescent hot pink, but the phone or the iPhone here doesn't pick it up. Look at that. When I back away, it looks like I have no nail polish on. It's so bizarre that it doesn't see it. So yes, I do have painted nails and I try to match my bag and everything, but it didn't work. It's just so funny. But anyway, so here's just a bright pink, really, really pink, you know, thing. And if you put it up against here, you can see that the fuchsia isn't quite as pink as that. It's more like, has some reddish tones to it. So I've had some questions, you know, what's the pink really like? And it's a little bit more of a reddish pink, I would say, kind of not so bright. It's a little bit more dull. And even in the bag, you can see well, it looks brighter on camera, but it's like a dark pink, almost wine color, but not as dark as the burgundy one they have. The other great thing about it is, of course, you get the fleur-de-lis or whatever they call it with the original writing and the flower print. I don't know if they still have it. I've heard that they're just going to use this material till they run out, and then they're going to go to the new writing. So I don't know for sure. They may have already changed it out. I don't know. But anyways, let's look at the bag, I want to do a close-up of any cracking or chipping. And you can look here at the seams, there's nothing. Let's take a look on the back. And again, look at, there's no cracking near the seam, and there's no dirt underneath. I'm gonna do a quick look just to make sure I'm not missing something. But yeah, they must do a lot of coats on this, because I've set this on the floor, not like hard floor, but you know, on carpet and things. And so I'm careful that way. I don't set it like right on the floor, but I don't see any dirt or anything on it or markings. So right now it's pretty flawless. And again, it's been a year. There was a question about heat. You know, does it melt or get hot? Where I live, it can get really hot. On those days, if I know I'm going to be outside a lot, I don't carry this bag, because I'm cautious of the fact that it could, I don't know, you know, if this would start getting sticky or something. I'm not sure. It makes me think of the iCat Neverfull, you know, where they were having problems with the handles melting, but I haven't heard of anything with the writing of the iCat writing that, you know, they had on, like they had the address of the original flagship store and so forth. And I haven't heard of that rubbing off. So maybe perhaps it is okay, and on the canvas it's durable. I just don't know for sure. If someone has some expertise on that, maybe they have a bag like this and they know, because you know, they live in Florida or something where it gets really hot and humid, and if they could, you know, give us comments, did they have any kind of melting or chipping or anything like that. Now, a really good way of knowing how this bag will age is by looking at the samples at the store when you go pick out your color, because the samples have been rummaged through for over the years and so forth, and you'll notice the colors will be faded, and also they'll have kind of like wrinkle cracking in it, but it's throughout the whole color. So it gives it really this cool vintage look, and you know, it's just the way the bag will age. I mean, yes, it will probably wrinkle and crack over time, and I think that's normal. Now, I wouldn't be happy if I'm looking along and I see like a big chunk out of the blue or something, you know, out of the blue color missing and things. I wouldn't like that. But if it's just like a cracking that's throughout the whole thing and it just looks aged, to me that'd be a cool look, and I'm fine with that. So, but if you want to get kind of an idea of how it would look, you know, you can look at their samples. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Let's talk about the Vuitton. I'm looking here on the on my camera. It looks really light, but actually it's not. It's pretty dark. I don't know if I bring it closer up, you can tell. Not dark, but I would say, you know, if Vuitton darkening is on a 1 to 10 stage kind of time frame, I would say, you know, like the 1 is where you first get it, and maybe we wear it a couple times, and then anyways, I think this is like more like on a 4. So it's kind of like in the middle before it gets really like a honey dark. So let's see if I compare it with the little guy in here. You know, this doesn't come out as much. Maybe I can show you that way. Let's see if I can kind of compare. Maybe that kind of gives you a clue. And anyways, but yeah, so it's darkening nicely. It looks really pretty. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I'm impressed that there is no color transfer. There is no color transfer at all. And where my arm hangs, I don't see any kind of rubbing or anything like that. So far, you know, so good. I don't wear it with brand new blue jeans or clothes that haven't been washed yet, because I do fear the color transfer issue might be an issue. So I don't know if it's like immune to that or not. But anyway, so there's that. And then I wanted to talk about this little guy that it comes with, the little baby. And I love these little guys. I think they're just so great that you can store things, and they're cute and handy. And so what I do in here, if I'm not taking my Pouchette with me, let's say I just want a little bit lighter, if I just want to carry this around, then I can just pop my phone in here. I have the 6 Plus, so that fits fine. And then I'll just put like a couple cards in here in the little slip pocket there, and it works out really nice. Putting makeup and stuff, not so much. It's gonna start to bulk up. But if it's like a quick thing just to run to the bank or whatever, I like carrying this. And of course you can carry it like this, just dangling, or like this. And as you can see, if I carry it like this, or, you know, like this, there's a lot of rubbing and stuff with your palm, you know, like let's say you're going to get a sweaty palm or something after a while, you know, holding it like this. This might even be more of a true test to see how the color handles that, because it's much more like handled, you know, with your hands than, let's say, a bag. A bag you can kind of just throw on your shoulder, but this you really have to carry it if you're going to carry it. And plus, you know, it's in your bag. If it's not in your hand, it's in your bag, and it's getting rubbed up against things, even an organizer, you know. And I'm looking, and I don't see any kind of wear on it at all. I mean, there's not one chip. I know I need to knock on wood, right? But knock on my head. But anyway, yeah. So the initials look great. The dot looks really great. So again, so far, so good. And the one thing about this, I know people sell them, but I love it. I just think it's such a nice additional feature to have. And I have seen some girls wear it, you know, like at the mall or something, they'll use it. And I remember one time I was at the mall and I was waiting for my food to come, and this girl was standing there with one of these, and I walked up to her and I was just like, oh, you're using that. That's so great that you're using it. And she kind of looked at me like, okay, you know, you're a weirdo. But, and then I realized, you know, what I said, it was just kind of strange just to go up to someone and say that when you're not in the YouTube world, you know. She might have thought everyone just uses them and it's no big deal. But, you know, in the YouTube world, a lot of people sell them and they find them not to be useful, and they feel like it's a waste of money and they're forced into buying it. So when I see people using this, I get happy because, you know, it's nice to be able to enjoy the things that come with the bag, and, you know, to keep it as a complete set, you know. So anyways, yeah, I'm really happy with it. If you have any questions that I haven't answered, you know, just go ahead and ask. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And but if you're thinking about getting this, I know LV Lover CC was talking about it, and I don't know if she ended up getting it or not, but yeah, go for it. And I commented in her Instagram, yeah, do it. You know, it's totally worth it. Makes it your own, and it's just fun. You know, it's not taken so seriously. It's just something fun to have that's just yours. I hope you all are well. I think of you guys often, and I will talk to you later. Bye.